Hello and welcome. My name's Leanne. I live in Australia and this is my crafty cupboard. When I saw how you can dye fabric by simply pounding flowers with a hammer, I knew I had to try. Now I'm so keen to try. I haven't actually treated the fabric. This is just calico or homespun, and it does have a bit of sort of something in it that will grab colour normally when I use watercolour pencils and things, so this is not something that's going to be washed or anything anyway, so I don't mind. I just wanted to experiment with what I have in my winter garden. Camellia, celery leaves, grevillea, lavender, rose scented geranium leaf. This is blueberry leaves. These are little violets and their leaves. This is just a nettle and dandelion leaf. This is buddleia leaf, morea leaf and lemon balm. So let's get into it. Too wet, I guess. Wonder how these will go. I've got something there. Don't know if my breadboard's going to be destroyed after this, but it'll just be a new shape surely. All I have, isn't it? Okay, so I read or heard that you should leave everything to dry well before taking it off. Okay, so this side didn't work so nicely, did it? Well, let's leave that one at that. Oh yeah, so it is colouring my breadboard somewhat. Okay. Let's go. So we're going to have some grevillea. I'll just go with one celery leaf. And dandelion. Lavender. Just go with one nettle leaf. And the blueberry leaf. Maybe just do one blueberry leaf. That's the nettle. And the morea. That's already started to curl up. Might take that off. And just do that much. I'll reposition that leaf maybe. Move the grevillea up over here so it's there. All right, let's lay you down there. Oh, the scent of the air is beautiful from the lemon balm and the rose geranium. Okay, let's go. So I actually had seen this technique on a video entitled Making a Cotton Bag to Carry My Stitch Book. So I've been watching Marion's channel. Marion's put up this incredible hand-stitched book walkthrough. And anyway, so she made a cotton bag to carry her stitch book in. And the pattern on that cotton bag was these hammered flowers. So I'm very, very grateful to Marion for showing that bag, because that immediately sparked my interest and curiosity. I wondered if it would work for a camellia, and so I knew I had to give the technique a try. If you go over to Marion's channel, I will link that video down below. Do yourself a favour, please, and have a look at her hand-stitched book walkthrough. It is just incredible. Her different pages that she stitched in that book are just, I've lost the words there. They're very, very inspiring indeed. I just sit in awe and look at those pages. So I recommend having a look and subscribing to Marion's channel. And so I'm just using my nail to scrape the petals and leaves off the piece.
It worked pretty well. That was dandelion leaf. Celery leaf. Just a collection of different leaves. It'd look good because it gives off different colours. It's Morea, celery, lemon balm, buddleia. That was the geranium. But this is the nettle. Oh, I didn't hit it with a hammer enough. But the bit that I did hit with the hammer looks good, I think. It's sort of similar to the lemon balm, but not as good definition. Lavender, fail. I think there's too much oils in lavender or something. It's turned out brown. I mean, it's made a good imprint, but I just don't like it. But yeah, it's really interesting how the leaves go. Can you see that? How they're sort of fabric-like? It's fascinating. Well, that was a lot of fun. Yes, I've ironed them in the hope of sort of setting the colours. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to be washing these anyway. They're just in my art journal as an experiment. This is the one, the side that was hammered, and then this is the side that was against the board. Right? So they were like this, hammer, hammer, hammer. So the side that's hammered obviously gets more of the dye in it. What's interesting though is that the case? I'm curious now, because that's got more dye in it. Although this does seem to be stronger colour. This has got more of the yellow. Maybe it's got more of the smooshed stamens in it. But yeah, very, very impressed with lemon balm. That's great. And then the grevillea. So again, I think this is the hammered side. Once I ironed it, the blue relief went a bit more purple. And then this is the other side. But yeah, the lavender is interesting. It goes brown. It's interesting actually, once it's ironed, this side too has also gone a bit brown. This one stayed more purple. All in all, very, very happy with my first experiment of flower pounding, or happazome, leaf dyeing. Okay, so with this page, like I saw Marion do, I'm going to just stitch around the outside a little and embellish. And the camellia, I'm going to give pistol stitches for its sort of centre. I don't know how they should go, because it was sort of squished flat. Maybe like a full circle. And just picked out some threads that seem to match. Okay, let's start. Let's get an eagle. That's too big. You look nice. And also here, I'm not sure what's sort of going on. I think the petals squished. I think I might do that one behind and then this in front. That's the only trouble with doing some stitching to define it, is that it might make it look worse. Which colour shall I go with? I'll go for the bluer purple here. This. Oh. How many threads will I go with? 3. 2. Then back stitch or satin stitch or chain stitch. So many choices. Put that aside, I'll probably use that, no doubt. Let's tie a knot. How do you tie knots? This way? How do you do around the needle thing? Do you have another method? All right, let's just make it up. I feel like I feel like doing chain stitch. So I shall. I'm going to keep the camera zoomed out like this time to see if that helps with the recent phenomenon of it constantly adjusting focus. Maybe there's even some settings like how I can turn the flash on and off on the phone. I don't know, I just know. Oh, very itchy. Does that mean I'm getting money or I'm paying money? This is my right hand. No doubt it means I'm paying out money. Of course, I'm working on other things at the moment, but I immediately stopped and gave this a go. So thank you, Marion, for sharing this technique. It was a lot of fun. Very noisy, very good stress relief. And it's just, you know, it's like being a kid again. You know, when you did you ever do the rubbing leaf with crayon? Like put the paper down and rub with crayon and see what you get. This is like a sewing lady's version of that. Okay, so I'm going to keep going around here. I can't get over the lemon balm leaves. They're fabulous. With all the veining and everything in them, they just worked so well. Not to mention smell divine. So all these threads that I have are already cut to length, which is convenient. However, at the time that I did this a long time ago, I did cut them to length for the length that they say one should stick to when embroidering, so that you don't get in a tangle and so you're not putting excess wear on the thread by pulling it through so many times. But look, you don't get very far with it, and I'm impatient, and you know I love to push it right to the end before I pull a knot. So for me these lengths are too far too short. So what I have done, all my newer skeins, they just stay as they are in the bundle, how they come from the shop, and I put them in a jar. And then when I'm hunting, if I only need one colour shade of something, I just find something and pull it out. If I need to match a few different sort of shades close to one another, say like these greens, then I will just tip the jar out on the table. These ones that are on cards are all were gifted to me. So, lovely lady had received some sewing treasures from someone who had passed, and she doesn't do embroidery, didn't have a use for these, so she gifted them to me because she knows I love hand sewing. Am I sewing it the right way? I mean on the right side. I think so. Right, let's get two more of those. just start it off again, come back up in the previous chain, and then away we go. So go in the bottom of the chain, hang up to the thread, come up a little way forward and pull the loop gently so that it just fits snugly around the thread that's come up. If you pull too tight, it just puckers and gathers. I'm curious to see how these colours stay over time. So I'm going to keep chain stitching this, and I'll be back when I've got something different to show.
I'm going to put the dishwasher on. Is that finished?
Yes, thank you, sweetheart.
Why have been over there since 07?
Okay, so these ones are pinks, and because the prominent feature of them is the darker bits, so I'm just going to stitch the darker ring on. Around there. I find it easier when you're doing circle type things to do it like the concept of a clock. So put on the hours, hands, and then come back through and put 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then come back through and put the smaller minutes in between. That way you sort of get the curve right. If you do it all in a row, you can tend to go straight instead of fanning out. Okay, and then in the centre it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-pronged sort of star type thing. So, sort of triangles of colour. Let's make the 1. White in the centre. that one at that. But the actual colour has come out quite pale, so I'm going to go just with a pale greeny yellow. Okay, so I'm going to start, say, here. Can see very well defined centre stem. Actually, this is not flat, this is feather stitch, isn't it, when you take it out to the sides at different places. Oops, that's not quite to the centre. It's caught now. On there, I think I might put one more stitch in here. And in here. Redo this one before it goes. They have a little yellow part down their centre too, so maybe I might stitch that on. Got a bit lazy there. I should have taken smaller stitches. The curve isn't sitting, so I'm going to cheat. Just put in a little stitch to hold it. These actually look like Morning Glories now, with that sort of cross centre. It's okay, I'm happy with that. They're cute. It reminds me, this thread reminds me of your child when you're trying to buckle them in your pram or the car seat, and how they stretch their legs out and arch their back so they go all stiff and you can't get them in. It feels like that's what this thread is doing on the sides of the eye of the needle. Gotcha. All right. It's just a tiny little triangle, so what I might just do is one straight stitch. Oh, it's not very visible, is it? Make it a bit longer. And then one stitch either side. Oops. Okay, so for the violet leaf, I've drawn on what I want to achieve. It's probably going to disappear quickly, isn't it? The feature of a violet leaf, of course, is this missing wedge section. So even though it's not missing, because in splattering it, it's oozed. So I think I might backstitch. Gosh, it's disappearing. Work quickly, Leanne. There's no such thing. Did you ever notice that backstitch and satin stitch, backstitch and stem stitch are the same thing? And just whether it's you're viewing it on the front or the back. So I've just done backstitch all the way around, which actually shows up as stem stitch on the back. Similarly, chain stitch looks like backstitch on the back. All right, let's thread up before my lines disappear again. Okay, Buddleia, last one. It's got very well-defined vein down the centre. I'm just going to stitch around the outside. I think I'll do stem stitch. And I'm going to keep the white patches as if they're chunks out of the leaf and not just where I didn't hit enough with the hammer. It actually is very tiring. To hit that much with a hammer. I really want to find my rubber mallet and use that next time. just going to let the thread untangle a little. Alright, to hold that point in as we go round, I'm actually going to take a cheek stitch. It's anchored down now. Okay, there we have it. What's your favourite? What's your favourite dyed and stitched version? So this is lemon balm in backstitch, native violet in stem stitch and a bit of straight stitch, and the violet leaf in backstitch, pink straight stitches, camellia, chain stitch and pistol stitch centre, geranium leaf using feather stitch, and the buddleia leaf using stem stitch. For me, my favourite dyed part is definitely the lemon balm. My favourite stitching is the pistol stitch at the centre of the camellia. So once again, thanks very much, Marianne, because I had a ball trying that, and until you showed it, I'd never heard of this technique. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.